Alright, so this next mission is kind of a combo platter. I got the Kioti over there with a load of riprap, and I'm going to dump it right up here on the edge where that fish tree is to kind of mark it. But I'm going to try and dump it up here by the top. You can see that blue flag right there. That's going to be roughly the water line. I'm going to try and get part of it in the water and part of it out of the water to do two things: to mark where that fish tree is and provide cover just in the water for tadpoles and crayfish and that. This was a viewer idea. He basically said, why don't you just put a big rock? So this is the same principle, so I appreciate it. So it's adding habitat, but it's also giving the old man's brain a reminder that where this pile is going to be is where that fish tree is. Okay, so when you're working on hills, especially with a loaded bucket, it's very dangerous. I learned that the hard way. So I want to take this hill straight up and down. You don't want to angle it. So I got my stick marker there and then the ground marker here. So I'll see the stick marker, and basically I want to run right over the center of that stick. So I'm straight on, which will give me the dump area where I want. I learned that the hard way with the first two John Deeres. Those were a little more narrow, but working on hills, you got to be really careful.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be outdoors, forever free. You and me,
Alright, this is the second load and that's going to be it. Starting a big climb up the hill. As usual, that's not a problem for the Kioti. This one I'm going to set up the camera for the dump because that drone, I almost crashed it on purpose into the lake because it was glitching out really bad. And it was not functioning. And I had to put it away, otherwise I was going to destroy the dump thing. So we'll do this old-fashioned way. I'll just set up the camera and get this second load in place here. Alright, so there's the blue flag. You could see the water line depending on how full it is at any given time. Half of it to most all of it will be in the water if the water stays full.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kapper, your captain here. Please fasten your seatbelt because we will now be ascending to high altitude. Hope you enjoy the ride.